Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning online show, The Dr. Vibe Show. Also, I am the co-host, and co-producer of the only online show for dads and fathers. It's sponsored by Dove Men Plus Care. And through that collaboration last year, reached out directly and indirectly to over 100,000 fathers around the world. Also, I'm a two-time Canadian Ethnic Media Association award winner, 2020 Best Podcast News Award winner, 2018 Innovation Award winner, given out by the Canadian Ethnic Media Association. And as always, I'd like to say you're blessed, highly favored, a magnet for miracles, solution for someone's problem, and it is the morning vibe for December 5th, 20 days till for those who celebrate Christmas.
Yes.
It has landed. Good morning, Ryan Knight. How are you?
Very good. Always good to see you, brother. For those that don't know who Ryan Knight is, I'm one of the co-founders of the Afro-Caribbean Business Network. We are an organization that works with entrepreneurs of African and Caribbean heritage, really to figure out what stage their business is in and then help them create a strategy to grow their companies exponentially. I'm also an entrepreneur myself. I run a company called Detailing Nights. So we provide mobile waterless car cleaning. So we go to people's houses or their offices, clean their car on the spot without water, and our plant-based eco-friendly cleaning supplies, which we actually get from Liquid Green Products. I'll tell that story another day, but shout out to Fred and Janet. But what I'm rocking today is our PACU shirt, which is the Pan-African Credit Union. So if you want to see a Black-led and Black-owned financial institution come into being, definitely go to pacu.ca and make your pledge. You can become part owner of this credit union and help us really give it the community support that it needs.
Excellent. Good morning, everybody. And we are happy to always say this episode of The Morning Vibe is sponsored by the Macmillan Group, providing mortgage solutions one client at a time since 1999. Buying, refinancing, or investing, call them at 905-813-4354 in Canada. In the U.S., 904-586-5636. So we are happy to always have their support, and let's make sure that you can go back to us. There we go. So this was quite the weekend for Ryan Knight and his organization ACBN. They celebrated their 5-year anniversary on Saturday. I got my passport stamped and crossed Yonge Street in Toronto to come to Brampton. Of course, the first place I went to wasn't the right place. Then I had to go up the street to the right place.
Oh, good.
There was quite a full house for the event. Congratulations, Ryan, on your organization's 5-year anniversary. And how was the event from your lens?
I didn't realize I would get that emotional. And it was interesting because my parents were there. So I invited my parents and Cher's parents. So the in-laws were there. And when I first got up to the mic, the only person that I could hear clapping was my mom. And so that kind of just unlocked a little bit of the emotions there. And, seeing my dad, he was crying as the day was going on. And the only time I saw him cry was at his mother's funeral. So it was interesting. And the energy felt similar to that first event. So we had it at the same Chinguzi Ski Chalet in Brampton as 5 years ago, our first event. And so just kind of that nostalgia feeling, but then it's almost like an evolution a little bit. So the room's a bit fuller. The people in the room,
the room was full, not fuller. It was full.
Right. And it's spilling out a bit to outside. So
overflow.
And seeing like when people got to come up and talk a little bit about their business and their organizations, just seeing the type of entities that we have in our network, and people would come up to me and be like, man, I didn't know people were doing this in our community. And just the networking side of it was amazing. So getting to make those connections. Yeah. And again, shout out to the team. Charmaine, she was like the spearhead event wise, like planning it. But of course,
it's good meeting her.
Nicola, Sophia, Ruben, our junior business analyst. So this was his first, I'll say, anniversary event. So really wanted to say thank you to everybody. And again, thank you for you to be there in person. It definitely meant a lot. And a few people made trips from far away just to kind of check in. Shout out to Eldon Holder Jr. He's in town. I thought he was in Ottawa. Sean Thompson, that has been on our show. That was
yes. And I had an opportunity to meet. Yeah. And
it's like, what are you doing here?
It was really well. And we have to get Sean back on because he's back now in Toronto GTA area. So we need to have him back on to give us a progress report. One of the blessings that was being there were a number of people saying, hey, we watch you on Monday mornings or Friday mornings. You do a really good job. There's actually a couple, I don't remember their couple's name, but there's they do a Sunday afternoon show about health.
So that's Fred and Janet.
Okay, Janet, I don't mean this in a derogatory way. She's a mad Black woman. And
tell them what she's thinking of doing.
So Janet, we're having a great conversation about the show and how it can grow. Because, would you be interested in doing something with me? I go, what? She does the polar swim. So for those who don't know, in Toronto on January 1st every year, a group of people go into Lake Ontario for a few seconds or few moments and come back out. And I said, you are a mad Black woman.
You see that?
So I'm glad you remember that, because I told her I was going to tell her that she's a mad Black woman. And when we were leaving, she was asking people and
trying to get me. Yeah, like, Ryan, I have. Are you interested in the polar? I was like, a polar what? Oh man.
No, but it was a great couple. And I'm going to see if we can have them on the morning ride, because they have been married for 42 years.
Okay. I did not know how long they've been married.
And I said, we need to have them come on about Black love, because a great example of being married 42 years. And it was just great. There's other, Ray McMillan was there. Doug Minch was there giving you a very big tribute. There are lots of other people that were there. There's a lady named Kelly Spence, who I haven't seen in years, was there. Just lots of different people.
A couple people that snuck in. Rosemary Powell from Toronto Community Benefits Network. Isaac Ololafe.
He was there for a few moments. He dropped by too.
Because they were in the video.
Yes.
And then they're like in the back just being humble and
like Rosemary came in just after you featured her in the video. And I said to her, you were just on screen. Because wow. And I saw Isaac for a little bit also. So it was quite the event. I think
and Tim Frey was in the building.
Tim Frey was in the house. Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Vibe. F. Cox. All right. So a few other housekeeping stuff we got to do today.
And F. Cox, that's Fred.
Yes, I know.
Okay. People have these nicknames.
It was so good. So fantastic. I love that everyone is here today. A few quick things. I'm pushing this every time I go online. I've got to create an Instagram post and post on YouTube. Vote for the Dr. Vibe show in the best Black Canadian podcaster category at this year's BuyBlacks.com People's Choice Award. I'll be honest with you, I've been nominated for 3 years and I haven't won. I don't mind, but I'd like to win maybe this year. So all you need to do is go to buyblacks.com/PCA/vote to vote. When you go to that page, you go down to podcast, or you click on that, and then Dr. Vibe is one of the 3 shows. I'd like to say congrats to the other shows that have been nominated. Also, the nice thing is, it's for the rest of this month. You can vote every 24 hours.
Okay.
So I'm going to see if I can bribe Brian to get it out to his community.
Hey, consider it done.
Okay, thank you. Also, want people subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and on Facebook. Same thing. Wherever you're watching this, subscribe to it. Wherever you are. But if you're watching this on my YouTube channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'm 30 subscribers away from 1,000.
Ooh, okay.
30. So someone has challenged me to say, can you get to 1,000 by the end of the year? We're going to try our best.
All right.
We're going to try our best. Also, another comment here. Mr. Christopher Lawrence, you're great timing. You were reading my alleged mind. I'm going to talk about you in just a moment. Christopher Lawrence, you have my support? Yeah, we'll send it out. And live lending group, Grand Rising Brethren and Sisters. Wow, haven't seen it a bit live. This is great.
Yes.
But something we did last year this time is back. Frequency event promotions, calendar giveaway.
Excellent. Nice.
So there's a calendar here. We did this actually I still have my candle in for last year. So I like to say it and show it. We did this last year with this calendar.
Yes.
So I actually got this calendar last night around 10:15 at night. But this calendar features a lot of different businesses.
Excellent.
So I'm not going to go to but we'll be giving away calendars every Monday and Friday for the rest of this month. All you need to do to get a calendar is comment. That's it. All you have to do, and then we'll bring up our screen from last year of going the live digital giveaway. I saw Ryan had a digital wheel on Saturday that was very cool that he's used before. Spin the wheel, and piles of people are in. So hey, people, if you want one of these calendars, please just put a comment on whatever platform you're watching, and we'll do the digital giveaway. And that's it. Anything else before we got our special friend? Actually, what else happened in the weekend? You probably didn't have time for anything else.
Yeah, Sunday was a bit low key.
Good. Yeah, after the build up to Saturday. Yes.
So we had our weekly study group. So we do the study group on Tuesdays and Sundays.
Yeah.
So that was because we got to invite people that attended to the study group. So we've been posting more about people engaging with that. So to keep the momentum going and to keep the conversation going. So
nice. Also, look at this. I love this. Fred says, it's our 43rd anniversary. We're at the gym. Guys, we'll catch the 43rd anniversary.
That's today? Hey, congrats.
They're at the gym. Hello.
Yes.
They're at the gym together.
Yes.
Together. Together.
That's
another
excellent
thing. And Ms. Cher Knight, good morning, all sweet. I can use a calendar. Fantastic. Hey, also, big ups to Cher Knight, the lady who is behind Ebony Occasions family.
Yes.
And
I saw they're a sponsor now of Saturday, or is it Saturday or Sunday?
Ebony Occasion. They are sponsoring 3 shows of State of Things with Jill and Lala. And we did big promo. We're going to go a little bit deeper in the promo next Saturday, and also they're going to be sponsoring one of the morning vibes this month too.
Sweet. Yes.
So that's quite full. So we got a lot of things going on. Like it used to be the times where we just talk, go right now. Gosh, it's like a roll call. It's like roll call. So lots of things. One other thing, if you did not touch base with me this weekend, had a great conversation with a lady named Jackie Kasande, founder of Black Entrepreneurs and Business of Canada Society yesterday.
Nice.
And they are running they've been around for 2 years. They are running a very interesting pitch contest.
Okay, yes. I think that's the 25,000 one.
Yes, it's a very simple pitch contest. And all you have to do is fill out a brief application and film a 2-minute video describing your business idea.
Excellent. Okay.
And they're saying all awards are based on how good your idea is, not on how much you've been able to spend drafting a 60-page business plan,
Right.
and are eligible even if they're very young or if they have no business experience. Winners get the money, no strings attached, along with the opportunity for mentorship and coaching and further investment contracts. So
So
if you
is
didn't,
it multiple awards or one big
I
prize?
think right now it's just one.
Oh, okay.
The one, and the funny thing is they've had, like, they're based in British Columbia. So I asked her yesterday, and you can watch the replay. Just go to Dr. Vibe Show YouTube page. It's Black Canada Talking from yesterday, and we had a great. She actually was born in Kenya.
Okay. Excellent.
And came over
Yes.
to Canada. And the funny thing is that, are there any other family members here? She says, no, she's the only family member here in Canada. All the rest of the family members are still in Kenya.
Right,
But
right.
she's had a very great business career. She actually runs her own business that generates $500,000 in revenue.
Boom. Love it.
And they actually are having their second virtual conference in February. And they're, for some strange reason, want me to be part of it. So that's interesting. So that's all right. McMillan Group says, good morning, gentlemen. Great event on Saturday. Congratulations on the last 5 years and looking for the future as you continue to connect, build, and grow. hashtag proud of you.
Man,
there we go.
Yeah.
All right. So again,
if
you want one of these calendars, that lists Black businesses like Fitnance, we have to get Fitnance on the show.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Energy Shack. There's a whole bunch of Clutch Wings. Oh, okay. Clutch Wings. All right. I feel we grew. That's a lot of interesting businesses here. All right. I Am an Entrepreneur podcast. I know who was that. All right. The Ends Restaurant, Comfort Food in the GTA. So all listed. So if you want to get one of those calendars, just comment and you're in the draw. So let's get to, eventually getting to it. Let's get to our new friend today, and let's talk about, there's an event coming up called the inaugural Butterfly Variety Show honoring Hamilton Mitchell Nwabuoku. Buku. I hope I said it right. If I didn't, it's my head, not my heart. It's taking place at the Rhema Conference Centre on Saturday, December 12th. And we have someone very much involved in that event joining us today. And we're going to bring on to the screen Emmanuel. Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Vibe. Good morning,
hey, how you doing?
Hey, good day.
I'm good, and you?
Outstanding. I'm going to see, I see that David is, so David, you're in our green room. You need to connect your microphone or camera before you can add. So we can't add you right now. So see on your end, David, if you can connect either your microphone, because you're not connected as of yet. But Emmanuel, we've got you. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine. Good.
Good.
Just like Ryan.
See, it's all like Ryan. See,
right?
It's all like Ryan. I already love you, Emmanuel, because you know where the power is.
Oh my God!
I'm trying to be a good example. If that's gonna be the benchmark, I gotta keep pushing it up. Then
sure.
Didn't Doug mention about you're an example of an example?
Yeah, that, and you mentioned
that on Saturday in his presentation.
That was really touching, because he mentioned that was something that was said about his grandfather that he really looked up to.
Yes,
yeah, so really appreciated that connection.
Yeah, so let's get back to Emmanuel. We are wanting to know more about this event that we have on our screen here, the celebration concert. So tell us a little bit about it, please.
Oh, great. First and foremost, thank you, Dr. Vibe, for this great opportunity. The concert, the Butterfly Project, as it is tagged, something informed that word, the Butterfly Project. And what's that? The baby on screen. I know a lot of people have heard the story of the 4-year-old girl that was killed by a GO train. So, and that was July 26th. 2022. It was a day not to remember. It was like a black night. People say there is Black Friday, but this was a black 26th July for me. What really happened? I went to Mississauga. I stay in Hamilton, and I went to Mississauga where my elder brother stays. Um, I'm from a family of two boys, two girls. We lost one, which is our last daughter, our last girl. So we have just one girl remaining. So the two guys are here in Canada, one in Mississauga and myself in Hamilton. So I went to Hamilton, to Mississauga to for an award that I won an award in my industry where I work. That's insurance industry, financial industry. So on that very day, in the midst of 5,500 people, 5,200 people, I ran out when I had the news that my mother died. That was on the 24th of July. My mom died. So I ran to Mississauga, not being able to come back home to Hamilton. I stayed with my elder brother because people were coming to pay condolence visits. So my kids were indoor. They were there with me since 23rd when we came for the award. And, being kids, they were indoor. They couldn't go out because of the incidents that happened. But on the 26th, they were like, it's tough in there. Daddy, we've been indoor for days. They want to go get the fresh air, We said, oh, go to the playground. Go have some fun with their cousins. And they were all there. My daughter being fond of a butterfly. She loves butterflies so much, so much. To the extent that her room is made up of a butterfly hearts. Designed it with a butterfly, with angel at the middle. That's how she designed her room. On that fateful day, they were playing on the playground. So they chased the butterfly to the train track, unknowingly to them that there was a train track there because it was there was an open passage at the playground. So getting to the train track, they were fascinated with the train track. That's the first time they are seeing train track. So playing on the train track, the 7 kids, they just all of a sudden they said they heard the honk of a train very close to them, like few steps away. The 6 adults were able to run away, leaving the baby. She got frozen at the honk of the train, and that was how she died. So with that story, I just thought when people said that go fund me, I said no, I don't want to go fund me for my daughter. Rather, I will appreciate if they support a concert that will be coming up for her. The reason being that she's been longing for, this is the first place I'm breaking these highs. I've never ever talked about this. When she was 4, she longed for her 50th birthday. She wanted an elaborate birthday. So I told her when she was 3, I said, no, when you're 5. She said, when will I be 5? I said, don't worry, when you are 5, Daddy will tell you, because they call her Daddy Princess. She's always glued to me. When she was 4, she came again, Daddy, I want Mercy Chinwo, I want this artist. Those are the artists, the Christian artists she's fond of. In my birthday, I said, don't worry, when you are 5, Daddy will get you all this at your birthday. Unfortunately, few months to her 50th birthday, death took her away while she was chasing butterfly. So I just thought of this. I said, no, the mom has been so devastated and she's been longing for the 5th year birthday of her daughter. So I just thought, okay, if that will give you succor to your grief, I will do everything in my capacity to make sure I give my daughter a befitting posthumous 5th year birthday. So what should I name the birthday? I just thought, oh, she's a fan of butterfly. Let's make it a project, an annual thing, which will be Project Butterfly. So that's how we came about this project, the Project Butterfly.
Well, first things first, we like to condolences on both your losses.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
That is very, very tragic and very heart and deep felt. Also, we are joined by David. Hey, David, how are you?
I'm awesome. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to be here. I'm happy to be on the show live. Great thanks to me, and we do appreciate you. And yeah, we're looking forward to you getting that award. It has to come. It has to come.
Okay.
So thank you for having.
Wonderful.
My pleasure. David, what is your involvement in the Butterfly Project?
Okay. I would want to say that it's family. So that alone means a whole lot. Mitchell was more like a baby to me. I mean, she was my goddaughter. She was someone very special. As little as she was, she touched a lot of lives. She's super amazing. You only need to be in her presence to understand, because telling you right now, it's not something you can understand. You just need to be there to see who this little personality is. She was just an adult in a little body, and she's an angel, as far as I'm concerned. And so it was a big loss, not just to Emmanuel and to the parents, but to me and to all of us who knew her. And we just felt it was going to be a great thing to do something to remember her by, and something that's also not just going to remember her, but also set a pace for other children who tragically, lose their lives in circumstances like this, because we've had different occasions where children die from road accidents, train accidents, pool accidents, and so many, and fire, and we're just trying to see how we can use this to make a statement. Look, let's start a foundation that's going to protect children, against accidents like this, So I'm deeply involved in the planning. I'm also going to be performing a new song I wrote for her titled Angels and Butterflies. We have amazing artists who will also be performing. Just want to take some time to just run through that list. A gospel artist all the way from Nigeria. He's coming in. His name is Samsung. We have a great musicologist and singer from the US, Fatima. We have Jennifer Liu, Esther and Ezekiel got talent. They got to the finals. Maisha Watson, the Fitzpatrick sisters, all the way from Montreal. Eileen Brown Spencer. And we have the amazing Jully Black. She's going to be there live and direct. We also have Richard Brown, the gospel artist, and it's going to be anchored by Bakri Savage of CP24. We also have Ethan Pinto and the Dole Dance Academy, and a whole lot more. It's just a variety show that's trying to connect with all those who share some sense of loss. And basically what we're trying to do is, connect with them and say, look, it's not all lost. There's hope, So this is more like trying to bring back hope and let people know that, look, we are connected with all the tragedies we've gone through. We've gone through a lot. We can't bring back the lost souls, but together, pray together, and commune together, basically. So that's what this is all about. And then also join our voices together to chart the way forward towards our objective, towards protecting children with this kinds of against this kinds of accidents. So that's how involved I am in this project.
Thank you so much. And for some comments here from the Morning Vibe Show family, Sharon Knight saying, so sorry for your loss. Condolences to you and the rest of the family. What a beautiful way to honor your princess. Also, a Divine Right from the DMV in the US. my deepest condolences. Divine Writer says also, my goodness, my deepest prayers. So, Ryan, anything you'd like to jump in and ask about?
I just want to say to you, Emmanuel, I respect your strength, because I'm here sitting listening to the story and trying with like all my heart just to hold back tears. So I can only imagine a small percentage of what you're going through. And I have a daughter as well. And I remember there was a time she went missing for like 30 minutes and my brain couldn't process losing her. So you having the strength to put something like this on, and especially to help your wife go through this process, the utmost respect. And that's why I'm really happy that we were able to have you on, because getting this story out to shine the light of your daughter and Michelle, to really let people know about how precious she was, it means a lot. And I'm struggling to talk. So
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I thank you for sharing this.
Thank you.
Emmanuel, when did the idea of having this concert come to you? Because it's not a small undertaking.
Right.
When you bring Jully Black on the stage, it's not a small thing. How did that come about?
Thank you very much. Like I said, it's been my word. It's what I do a lot for over 22 years. And like I said, my daughter has been longing for an elaborate 50th-year birthday, even from 2 or 3 years. And to have an elaborate birthday, I told her, okay, it's either 1, 5, 7, and 10 years. So the first elaborate birthday that she was supposed to have, in fact, I went up to the extent of promising bringing ninja kids, for the birthday. But it's unfortunate that this happened. So it has been what I had in mind. Why you put up a bouncing castle for the kids on their birthday, do something surprising, something shocking, as little as she is. One of our favorite artists should come perform. So I thought, instead of GoFundMe, if I had opted for GoFundMe, the whole world was ready to support, because I received call from Switzerland, England, US, political giants across the world. And David sitting here, his phone was ever busy during that time. My elder brother, I just thought of it. If the whole world could stand up for this little girl. And again, I saw a write-up on Instagram for one of these, a member of the parliament who said that in honor of this little baby, Canada pays their utmost respect. And then flag was was flown at half-mast for this little baby. I just thought, if the state can do this, even though it's in debt, but I give glory to God that no, she may be little, but she done what's not quite long after the flag was lowered for her. Nobody. That was done for nobody except the Queen again. The Queen. So I just thought the Queen had an elaborate funeral, and my daughter may be small in age, but I think she has gone as far as she transcend the age I saw her to. She departed from me. So I said, no, I must give her an elaborate thing. I had the intention of doing more than this, because some artists we bargained for. They are a bit their schedule is a bit tight. And we are looking forward to even next year to bring in Celine Dion if possible. So I can go all out to get. Travis Green was supposed to be involved in this, but I think his schedule was tight. Even Mercy Chinwo from Nigeria. So I wanted to go all out to give her the best I could have.
I was curious if you could go a bit deeper into, or David, how the foundation helps to raise money to now protect children from things like this happening again.
Okay. Here's the thing. At this event, we will launch the foundation, and we will be relying on everyone to support. Just as it is right now, we are still relying on everyone to come show love, to get tickets to be at the show, because a lot has gone into planning the show. We've invested a lot to get artists to come support. Some have supported not even based on finances, but they just want to be part of it because of the story itself as it connects to them. So we want that hall to be jam packed with people. It wouldn't make sense if we have all this great artists, all this great content to tell the story, and then we don't have, people right there to come watch it. So this is a passionate appeal to everyone to please come support. You might not know what your support is going to do. The $50, which could be a lot of money, goes a long way to setting the foundation up, to fund the foundation. So we're going to be relying on everyone, individuals, businesses, corporate bodies, anyone who feels that, look, we have a future to protect. And this future lies with these young kids who are growing up. So we have to do all we can. We don't pray for anything bad to happen to anyone, but this is our future. We have to find a way to protect them, to give them the best. So that's where all of this is going to be coming from. The funding is going to be coming from. And it's not just going to stop. It's not a one-stop gap at this concert. We are going to take it a step further next year when it's going to be the 1 year anniversary. And we're looking at a capacity audience of over 4,000 people, so it's going to be growing. Now, here's what's going to be happening. Apart from the fact that we're going to be raising funds for the foundation, it's going to be opening doors to create jobs for people who are going to be involved in the concerts and events. It's going to be, there'll be talk shows, symposiums, and so many stuff going on. It's going to be opening doors for new artists, new talents that we will be featuring at some point, So it's a platform that's going to open doors to lots and loads of opportunities and possibilities. So that's why we need everyone to be on board. Yeah, it might start as little as it is. It goes a long way, and we are relying on everyone. We can't. A tree cannot make a forest, right? So it's a collective hands coming together, and we can achieve whatever we're looking for.
I just want to jump in some more comments from the family this way. And there's a lot of people watching live. So this is impacting the hearts of a lot of people this morning. Hayden Morrison, one of the family here. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you so much for sharing this deeply emotional issue with us. I can't imagine the courage and strength you must have to do this. Divine Right from the DMV in the, Virginia, Maryland area saying, I didn't catch the very beginning, but is this the variety show going to be online? Will it be streamed? If you want to donate, is there a website? So I have put up, now that is a good question. I want to get back to it in just a moment. Wendy Vincent, we have to hail up big time Wendy Vincent of Convo Media. She made this happen today. So saying this is such an inspired conversation. Give thanks, RI and RIP Mitchell, Angels and Butterflies. Divine Red also says, yes, this is beautiful and very moving. I'm with Ryan. I have a young son. I'm very choked up. What are you doing is truly an honor to the ancestors, and this is going to help so many families. So going back to her question earlier, Divine Right, about is there, if people want to donate, is there a website that they can do this?
Okay. Yeah, there's a website. It's on. You want me to roll out the website?
Which is it? Is it butterflyproject.ca? There we go.
Yeah, the butterfly
Exactly.
Okay, so Divine Right, there's the answer to your question. I think I've shown a bit of the front page of the website during the conversation, but that's the exact URL that you can use to donate. So even if you can't attend, buy a ticket.
Yeah, and I don't know if we explicitly said what day and time it's happening. If you wanted to give the details on the concert.
I will jump in on that one. It's happening on the 10th of December, 2022. Don't miss that date. Go to your calendar right now and click that date, 10th of December, 2022. That happens to be a Saturday.
Yep.
And the venue is 40 Carl Hall Road, North York. It's a Rhema Conference Centre. You can't miss it. So just, book that off on your calendar. Again, 10th of December. That's this coming Saturday. And like I said, a lot of amazing people have jumped in on this to help set the pace. Gospel Connect, one of the biggest concert organizers, have been involved in packaging all of this, along with Ingrid, that's Emmanuel's company, and lots of other companies who jumped in to make this happen. So we are expecting to have an amazing night of performances, an amazing night of bringing back hope, an amazing night of meeting new people and connecting with new people. And I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait. Yeah.
Great. So for those who are watching live in the replay, again, there's a look at the website. And if you scroll down a little bit on the website, you can know how you can buy tickets for the event. I'm just going to scroll down. So gives you a little bit of background on the story that we're talking about here, and contact information is all there, how you can, and there's the buy tickets right there.
Yeah.
You want to find out more information, there's the phone numbers are there, 416-795-6343 or 647-287-2561, or you can email the butterflyprojectcanada@gmail.com. So the website's the best place to go. The butterflyproject.ca will give you everything you need to know, plus a call to action to buy tickets. Ryan.
I was curious because as a parent, you want to be able to allow your kids outside and you have the expectation of them coming home. I remember when we were younger, our parents would just let us go and be back before the lights come on, kind of thing. Nowadays, that whole concept is very different. And so what elements could have or should have been in place that would have prevented this from happening? I'm sure you've been doing some research on that.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave. Before Dave jumps into this, this is a very good question, and I would like to address this even on that very day, because it's like Mitchell is paying a price. Myself and Dave had a deep search or research on events. Even Gospel Connect, we tried making some research on who has this happened to before. Has it ever occurred? Very, very, very scarce. We couldn't get even one. So it's like this is the first time. They said from the research we made, even Roger Gradinson, the report we got was that we have some situation or reports of suicide, people jumping into the rail track, but not like for a baby, being. In fact, the call we received from the United Kingdom was like, for crying out loud, this is the first time they're going to hear this from the Western world, that it's never happened. So it's like my baby paid a very huge price, and I'll be glad if measures are taken to one of the call to action I like is how people, I don't know if it's our culture here, at times we wink at some things when you see kids going astray or going out of their parents' watch, or even their guardian. Some people ignore them. The passerbys, they ignore them. Even on the ice, we see some. You call them off. It's high time we be our brother's keeper. Let everybody be concerned about kids. Not only kids, some even at 18, 16, 20, you see some people, they are where they are not supposed to be. During school hours, you see hot kids walking around. Some people should take it as, oh, these are my kids. Oh, why are you not where you're supposed to be? So that should be, we should change our culture, not passing blames, but let everybody take it as a responsibility. And again, most playgrounds, I think if we should look into distance, kilometers, playground away from hazard areas, it will be a very good thing to look into as well. So that is my major call on this, because it's so sad, but somebody must pay a price for other things not to happen. As you can see, the opening on that very day, you had, if you listen to CP24, you heard that immediately 24 less than 24 hours after the incidents, a lot of places were barricaded. So
Exactly.
call to action, it's a thing we need to put into consideration. So this is majorly, we as humans should be our brother's keeper.
Right.
Parenting is not for just the father and the mother. It should be for all. It should be for all. So it's so sad, but on the 10th of December, we'll talk more about this. And that happens to be my daughter's birthday. That was supposed to be her birthday. So Dave, do you have anything more to say on that?
Yeah, no, I was just you said almost everything. I was just gonna add that from our culture. I mean, cultures. I know we have big cultures, but there's something that's always said that look, a child is raised by the village, not only by the parents. So for some cultures, we pay a lot of attention to community. The community raises a child. So if you find something that's not going well with that child, you question it. You try to like correct it. You try to be there. That means, like Emmanuel said, is being your brother's keeper. Being every kid on the road is also your child. As an adult, you have responsibility to look after the child to protect that child, which is something a little bit different that's happening in Canada. Everybody's just like, to your tent, oh, Israel. Everybody for their own business. I mean, mind your business. It's not your business. But, we're human beings first and foremost, right? So we should care for one another. We should support ourselves. We should be able to say, look, that could have been my child. So I'm going to stand in front to protect that child regardless of whatever happens, because that's our responsibility as human beings. And then it goes along with to say it's all about love. If we have that love for one another, the world would be a better place. And we wouldn't be going through all the things we're having right now. I don't want to start preaching, but everything in life revolves about love, revolves on love. And it's one of the messages we will be passing on that day. And I'm looking for that for people to, buy into this, and let's make a change. The world is ours to turn around and put it right.
Well said, gentlemen. Both of you. Hayton, member of our family, says, why would train tracks be near a child's playground? Isn't that negligence? Emmanuel, you want to speak to that?
I'm trying to be a bit careful and pay more attention and concentrate more on the concerts. You should know, Dr. Vibe, right? You should understand what I'm saying, because to me, I would like to say it here that somebody dropped the ball. Somebody dropped the ball. So that's all I will say. I don't. It's not my jurisdiction. It's not in my jurisdiction to talk about this. You understand? So they know how many kilometers away from playground where there are some expertise, there are some specialists that are in this, so they should know. But for me, I don't think it's right. Not even only a train track, even roads, because it could have been vehicle. It wouldn't have been train. It would have been an oncoming vehicle. So these are things. I think some expertise should take that up and talk about it. But for me, I don't think it's right.
David,
I also
add?
dare to say that it's we're not apportioning blames to anyone with this concert. What has happened has happened. It becomes an eye opener. It becomes a medium to draw expressions and find ways to put corrective measures for it not to happen again. So be that as it is, I know that lessons have been learned from this one, unfortunately, but moving forward, we just want to make sure that we start the conversation, to prevent things like this from happening. So we're not apportioning blames with this concept. We just want to, connect with people who share a sense of loss, celebrate Michelle for who she is and what she stood for. She's always a peaceful girl. If you look at all her pictures, she's always doing this, holding a peace sign out. That's my little girl, So it's not an evening to apportion blames or to throw stones here and there. It's not going to change anything. The fact is, let's make a change. Let's correct what needs to be corrected. Let's give hope to those who are suffering this pain. It's going to be there. It might be there for a long time. You can't forget it. So we're trying to bring hope. We're trying to say, look, we can do this together. We can stick together. We can overcome all of this. As hard as it is, we got you. So that's what this is all about. So we're going to leave all the questions and the blame, apportioning, the who did this, who didn't do it, to the right medium when we will address that. There will be symposiums, right, to discuss how to further tackle and prevent stuff like this from happening. Yeah, because the life is not cast in stone. I mean, the things evolving every now and then. COVID changed a lot of things, so we're trying to rebrand the way we relate with one another. These days we would have been having these interviews live in the studio, right? But here we are on screen due to COVID because a lot of things are changing. So we have to move with that change and bring up ideas that will better our lives as human beings. And basically, so that's what I'm just trying to say. We'll focus on having the event and make sure we connect with people who need to be healed. Yeah,
absolutely. And I was curious, Emmanuel, what would be, and even David, if you wanted to answer as well, what would be that main takeaway that you'd want a person that gets to attend this event to either start thinking about, or just an overall takeaway that after the event you'd want them to hold with them?
Okay. For me, one most important thing is starting that foundation, because it's going to speak volumes. The foundation is not just going to be about hell. It's about protecting the future. It's about protecting the kids. Time and time again, there have been various accidents, like I mentioned before: fire, road, rail, pool, and we have to figure out a way on how to, address this through education, through putting things that we can put in place to prevent these things from happening, like the barricades. It's a whole lot. It's not just something that we can, because when we come together and brainstorm, we will come up with ideas that will, provide solutions to whatever we're having. It's a discuss that's going to be continuous, right? So that's one big takeaway I want people to see, that look, they are contributing to, no matter how small it is. Second, they would be taken away is the fact that there's hope. There's hope that as a community, when we come together, we can channel and raise a voice and stand by it and make the corrections happen. We can also tap from each other's energy, to be okay, to heal. No matter how small it is, there's something that we're tapping from one another, knowing that you're not standing all alone. You're not by yourself. There are people supporting you. There are people there with you who've gone through that phase, that you can see how draw strength from them. So that's about hope. And then finally, the third thing is we're going to be educated. We're going to be entertained. That's key. So there's a whole lot to benefit from all of this. And for those who, if I dare say, maybe the fourth thing, business-wise, if you want to also put your business out there, there's room to sponsor. We get the word out. You're going to be on all the branded materials, on screens, and everybody gets to know that you were part of this, You're contributing to this by sponsoring the event, by sponsoring something, by being a vendor or by something. You're showing your connection. So there's a whole lot that everybody's going to be benefited from. And then finally, the last one, you're helping to start a movement that's going to create jobs in this industry of entertainment. You know, like I said, when huge concerts like this happen, people have to work. And when they work, they get paid, they get food put on their tables. And that's only going to happen because when collectively we join resources together, we have enough to spread around to make people happy, those who have come into work and all of that. So it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Don't just look at this. Oh, why should I go? It's a whole lot. Your $50 is going to do a whole lot. So please, people.
Emmanuel, what would you like to add for final words in closing?
Oh, beautiful. While Dave talk more on the aspect of people to show love in terms of getting tickets, sponsorship, I'd like to let the whole world know that their participation really counts. Being there really counts. I know it's not convenient. Nothing is so convenient. Everything is sacrificed. That time you're going to, take out of no time in Canada. Oh, bills don't smile. The time you're going to take out to be there is going to give somebody hope. We are calling a lot of people that have passed through in one way or the other trauma. There have been agonized and people that are in pain. Some parents lost their kids. So you heard of Mitchell because it's one amidst a million. There are so many parents out there that are passing through such trauma, and but they couldn't. They can't speak. So the foundation is going to be an opportunity to reach out to a lot of them, and you're coming out. A lot of them are coming. They are coming out is to show them that, oh, we are with you. You are not alone. We support you. Your participation, your presence is going to heal somebody. Show somebody, tell him that you love him. And this is how you can show you love him or you love her, by coming out. It's a plea. And if I'm allowed, I would like to, a lot of people have put in a lot to make this happen. Diva culture, grandeur, gospel connection. Oh, one surprising person, divine concept. Man, she's been amazing. Picking up a call to say, oh, is this part of your budget? Okay, yank it off. I'm going to take this from nowhere. Divine concept. So I really appreciate every one of them that has been supporting, and there are still room for support. But on that very day, if we flood the place, it will stop somebody from weeping and from grieving. It will bring the person out from tears. So that's my word.
Well, Emmanuel and David, thank you for some powerful moments today. And again, we feel your loss, and many of the Morning Vibe family have expressed, feeling your pain and your challenge. Hayden is saying here, so much respect for you, gentlemen, and the way you've chosen to handle this. I can't stop thinking that in this society, negligence comes with consequences. So, like to say thank you to both of you for what you have been doing, are doing, and going forward. Again, if you want to find more information with the concert or just the whole story, the website is www.thebutterflyproject.ca. Gentlemen, please stay in touch. You always have a home here. If whatever is going on, please keep us updated.
Thank you.
And have a beautiful Saturday, a beautiful rest of the day, and definitely a successful Saturday.
Thank you, and I hope
Thank
Ryan,
you so much for having us.
I hope you're gonna be there on that very day.
Well, I have a show at 9:00 on Saturday night, so it's pretty hard. I got to see what I can do, but I will be there in some way.
Yeah, hey,
All
definitely
right.
get the ticket and we'll figure it out. Yes.
All right.
Thank you
Thank
very
you so much, gentlemen. Have a great day. Have a blessed
lovely day. Yeah.
All
bye.
right. Thank you so much. There we go. Butterfly Project.
Right.
Great story. And again, just keeping the website up for a few moments so people can keep make some time to take a look. At least take some time, make a decision, and take some action to take a look at what the positive vibes they're bringing. You know, making a tragedy into shining light. Let me put it that way. All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. So as we start winding it down here today, we are back giving away things. So we are starting the frequency calendar run again for this year. And so what we're going to, so everyone who has commented today is in the digital bin.
Nice. Yes.
Actually, it was interesting. I was having a sharing conversation with a lady in the States the other day, and they were celebrating Thanksgiving, and she brought a bingo game, and she had prizes from the dollar store. So she had that, and I said, I remember younger, we used to have a plastic cylinder roll around and pull out. And
you grab the number?
Oh, I just brought such amazing memories about the bingo game. Yes. If you haven't made a comment, please make it quick, and we are going to do the giveaway show. Haven't pulled this out for a long time.
Very true. Yes.
So we have 12 people. I'm going to give 30 seconds for someone to just put in a comment, and then we are going to do our giveaway. And yes, giveaway tool. All right. So I'm not waiting any longer because we've talked about it enough. So let's see who wins today. Wendy Vincent wins a calendar. All right, Wendy Vincent, winner. So that is fantastic. So Wendy, you have won a frequency event calendar. So this is what you need to do, Wendy. All right. So hey, Donna Haro. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? So this is what you need to do, Wendy. You need to email info@frequencyeventpromotions.com and put the morning vibe in the subject line of the email, and Christopher from Frequency Event Promotions will get you a calendar. And also, it's not fixed, folks, but Wendy is part of Convo Media, who made this conversation happen today. So we did not, you see, it was random, family. It was random. All right? Yes. Fully random. Have a few more comments before we jump off here. What calendar? FTW. I have no idea what that means. FTW. People, your acronyms.
For the win, maybe.
What?
For the win? I don't know.
Okay, maybe. FTW. Hey, good morning, Donna. Thank you for being here, even for a few seconds. Let me see if we can get this. It's not happening here. Calendar for the win. Thanks so much. Okay, so Wendy verifies it. So Wendy, did you get the information, the email address, the email? If not, you can chat me. Again, thank you for your guys' time. So thank you for taking the time out of your positive, productive schedule. So yes. Wendy, I'm just going to put it up again. That's what you need to do. info@frequencyeventpromotions.com and put the morning vibe in the subject line of the email. So what else is going on with Ryan Knight this week? After hiking your top Saturday, are you going to calm down for a while?
And that's where, being able to continue to support, figure out how to support something like this that's happening next Saturday, the 10th. Yeah. And during the week, it's a bit light. I know I got the hint and the wink from the missus, like when does ACBN take Christmas holidays? When does it kind of shut down?
Thank you.
I'm sure the team will love that.
Thank you.
Gonna keep it.
And she's got me as backup. Thank you. Yes. It was such a pleasure to finally meet Sharon Knight. I wish you would have introduced me to your parents. You kept that a well-kept secret on Saturday.
Oh, man, yes.
And go ahead.
No, I was just saying, when I was able to bring up my family so that to introduce, because the question was asked like by Patrick Coles, like, my wife and the family, how does
he did? Yes, he
how does this get to be done? It's because of the support system, and definitely the family. And we talk about it. You say it. Everything that we do building this community starts at home and with the family. So,
Donna says, thanks for coming to the summit. You're welcome.
Yes,
They
you're
approved
welcome.
it. Yeah, that my
And
passport
it
got
was
stamped.
amazing
So I'm good.
conversation.
It was great. Today was really good, and we don't get a chance. And this is why we're here. We want to spotlight and highlight the things that are going on, and some of them aren't so good, but we got to talk about them.
Right. Well, like you mentioned, it's a tragedy that now they've turned into that positive light. So that's really the special essence of our community and our people, is that we can be strong enough to do something like that. And he mentioned, for those that aren't strong enough to speak and to put something like this on, this now becomes their voice. So it's really important, the ripple effect that this will have.
It's interesting, and got to shout out Divine Right, because she is a regular supporter, and it makes it a truly international conversation, because I know most of the people that watch this live are from mostly Toronto and Canadian area, but then she is always persistent and consistent on supporting, because she always retweets on her Twitter timeline about. So I got to shout out to Divine Right big time to help make this conversation international. And again, she can relate. She has a wonderful young son that I've seen grow digitally.
Whoa,
yes. There was a time when I used to have Divine Right on the show, and he'd always be in the screen popping. Now he's in his room playing on his video games. Okay, see you, Mom. You're good. All right. So who do we have coming up scheduled on Friday?
Oh, good question. The 9th. Oh, yes. We are going to have Jody Ann Campbell and Anisha from Malcolm's Choice and Koch Creative, which comes together to create Koch with Malcolm. They have their store happening in Woodbine Mall in Rexdale. So we're going to have them on to talk more about the mall and how you can support, and a special guest with Kente Claus that's happening at the mall. So if you want to get pictures with Santa, we have our Black Santa Kente Claus that will be there.
All right. So we got a full house coming up again on Friday. All right.
Yes.
So as we sign it off, just a reminder for everybody, vote for the Dr. Vibe Show in the Best Canadian Podcaster category at this year's Buy Blacks People's Choice Awards. Go to buyblacks.com/PCA/to vote. You can vote every 24 hours until the end of the month. So put it on your calendar, put it in your phone, reminder. 24 hours is up, Dr. Vibe. I'm going to see, I hope by Friday, if Ryan allows me, I'm going to actually show a video on how you can vote. Because I know talking is one thing, but I'm going to take some time this week to actually show a video on how you can vote. All right. I think we are complete. I think we are. We're getting there. We're there. Also, if you want to subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show, wherever you're watching this, subscribe. And also, especially on YouTube, also click the notification bell. So that will inform you when new shows are coming out, so you'll know ahead of time. And I think that's it.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, I think if you want to get in touch with me, there's the contact information: website, email, YouTube and Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So as always, we close off with this. Oh, are you going to be with us on Friday? Because I know you have your morning walk, because you got all these people who I don't know. You give them to me. So hopefully you'll be able to join us.
We'll figure
halfway through on the Friday, because see, that's what Ryan does. He brings all these people he knows really well. Says, okay, Dr. Vibe, this is for you.
Right. Yes.
So nice. He just like hands it off to me. We know it's all right. It's all good. It's all good.
Cool.
So as always, live your life as a dream. If you can dream it, you can make it. Sometimes you have to get small to get stronger. Block assumptions, aim bigger, aim better, aim higher, aim wider. Love, faith, and respect. Remember to give yourself grace, and don't just manage your time, manage your energy. Be well and keep the faith. See you on Friday.